Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Kat.
And this is your weekly recap for issues 29 and 30, a special combined issue this week of 24 pages. This week in the editorial, Valerie Franklin argues that intimate portraits of terrorism may unintentionally glorify perpetrators, and in the news section, David Barsamian revisits UFV to talk about ecocide, and he delivers the somewhat unsettling portent, "We will ultimately choke on the fumes of our own waste." To find out more about what he thinks, you should check out the news section.
And this week in opinion, we have a great piece by Michael Chuskoff about the promises that Trudeau's already started to follow through on. We also have a mostly unironic opinion article about the Christmas cups that we're hearing so much about from Starbucks. Also, we have a great article by our new staff writer, Sonia, about how goats coming to UFV might be not only useful, but pretty darn cute.
This week in the feature, I wrote an article about the Canoe, UFV's new campus restaurant, and how it may be following in the footsteps of its predecessors, Casey's and Aftermath. So for a historical look at the campus restaurant at UFV, you can check out our feature where there's a comprehensive timeline, and also an argument about how the Canoe should be a student service, not considered as a business.
Also in culture this week, we have a wonderful piece by our sports and news editor, Vanessa Broadbent, covering the exhibition on India and the Great War, and honestly the forgotten history about the wars, World War I and World War II, and how we really need to remember to commemorate the other soldiers, besides those from our own countries, who gave their lives and fought even though it wasn't their war.
And in the arts section, our arts and review editor Martin Castro reviewed the new Drake album. In the television review, one of our volunteer contributors, Julianne Huff, tells us not to run screaming from Scream Queens.
And finally, in our sports and health section, we listened to Braden Buckner's reasons why we should say bad diets. We also have a great interview with Manny DeLay and his initiative for Movember in raising some money to help support prostate cancer research.
And that's it for this week's recap. Stay tuned for next week when we'll be looking at Kat's great feature on comics and the comic course being offered again at UFV next semester. We'll also have a review of Fallout 4 in the arts section. So if you've been playing, you can see what our resident players have to say.
Alright, and that's it for the recap of last week's issue, 29 and 30 combined. Be sure to check us out on social media at Facebook or at our website, ufvcascade.ca.
Fa la 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 la.
Too soon? And something to keep in mind this week. The early playing of Christmas carols may make you want to punch somebody, but just be careful not to get caught, because the holidays aren't as jolly in jail.